What up guys, Dylan here, and I got you guys a new video, which may seem like a review, but is not. I, like all others, want an honest, non-biased review, but I'm sure you guys know that it isn't like that 90% of the time. So this is where I come in. So here we have today is the 5th generation iPod Touch in black slate. This iPod ships standard with 32 gigabytes of internal storage and has no expandable memory. It also has a 64 gig variant which ships at a hefty price of 439 Australian dollars. I've had this iPod for quite a while and have experienced it enough to give a real opinion about it. I'm going to firstly go over the pros on it and then the cons. One, if not the biggest pro, would have to be the materials used. It just feels so premium to the hand. The aluminium backplate and the diamond cut bezel corners with a solid glass on top makes the iPod stand out that much more. Another would be the new 4-inch Retina display that has a resolution of 1136 by 640 with the pixel density ratio of 326. Even though it isn't a full HD display, the Retina technology screen performs like a higher resolution screen would. The text is clearer, the whites are crisper and more white, icons seem cleaner, the colors aren't oversaturated, but has a natural look that makes it seem that much more true to life. Another pro about this screen is how Apple managed to increase the size of it by 0.5 inches without sacrificing comfort and usability of the device. What they did, instead of making the screen wider, they made it longer, which is unique and personally I like it. As we go around the iPod, you can see the usual button layout, the volume up and down on the left side, the power button on the top right hand corner, nothing on the right side, a 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom, as well as the new lightning connector port and the speaker, which is now visible. On the back we see a new and improved 5-megapixel iSight camera that is capable of recording in a resolution of 1920 by 1080p at 30 frames per second. We also have a microphone and a small LED flash used for low light photography. I'm not going to go into the specs of the camera, but I will leave the technical specifications in the description below. As we come around to the front, we see a small 1.2 megapixel FaceTime HD camera, which is capable of recording in 720p HD, also at 30 frames per second, which surprisingly, unlike other phones or tablets, is a very solid performer. This camera picks up a lot of light when in low light conditions and performs relatively solid when I'm in good lighting conditions, just as the rear facing camera does. That was the pros, and now to the cons. So the cons of this device, firstly, would be the so-called iPod Touch loop, which at the start I thought was a pretty good idea, speaking if most people replaced the point and shoot with the iPod, just as Apple intended them to. However, as time went on, this became absolutely useless. I did use this feature at the start, however, had surprisingly felt more confident holding the device without the loop than with it. This might be weird, but I like the look on the back with the metallic circle button rather than if it was plain. Another con is a bit different. It's actually not a con of the iPod, but more the software. Apple's OS system, which is iOS, is the most stable OS system out there. But with its latest update, iOS 7, the iPod feels laggy with not games, but with just everyday general activities, like scrolling through pages, clicking on apps. The transitions have made it look heaps better, but have degraded the performance overall, at least in my opinion. This may be because it's Apple's first big software change and that it has bugs, which was expected. But I'm just throwing this out there. This is no reason not to buy it. As I stated before, I am giving a real life opinion / review of the iPod, and I'm sure that Apple are going to fix this problem with further updates in the future. So this was my first official review / opinion video that I've done. Just one quick word before I leave you guys. Please leave feedback in the comment section below. Tell me how I did and how I can improve my videos. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. Lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like my videos and expect more to come. Bye guys.